am here at the World Bank for another episode of Bank Briefings. How are you seeing regulatory fragmentation impacting payments innovation, which is all about global growth?
We see massive amounts of progress in pulling people out of poverty, and a big part of that is digital, and a big part of digital innovation is digital payments. The World Bank has done a lot of great research to show that access to a transaction account is really strongly correlated with not just financial inclusion, but economic empowerment. But you raise a really important question. Why aren't we seeing more growth, given all the innovation that's happening? Why aren't we seeing the benefits of that innovation flowing through to people who need it most? If you think about the power of something like artificial intelligence, to really connect data around the world and become a driver for much more inclusive finance, that is only possible if the data can be somehow made compatible and integrated. And unfortunately, the trend we've seen over many years is toward greater localization, more nationalistic policies. Some of them, for very good reason, have created a very fragmented data environment. Now we have this new platform shift where the more integrated your data, the more competitive your economy is going to be, the more inclusive your economy is going to be. So we're going to have to figure out a way to create some interoperability in spite of the fragmentation, and then eventually move from interoperability to real orchestration.
Where do you think the regulatory frameworks are better aligned, and where do you think the gaps are going to remain?
When it comes to the idea of public-private partnerships, I really feel like we're turning a new corner. I'm also pleasantly surprised to see progress being made in areas like stablecoin. It had been a very divisive issue, and now I think there's just much more recognition that this technology has a lot of power to do good, and that it's all about setting the right regulatory frameworks and governance so that this new type of money movement software can be deployed by the private sector in the form of tokenized deposits, stable coins, or other new form factors for money that we haven't even invented yet. There may be some time before this becomes truly interoperable, but just as I said, sometimes you have to start with deploying the innovation. When people begin to trust it, when you can prove that it's secure, then you can start to scale.